her wisdom.
Yo, I'm back live. Let's check this audio because they glitched my last one. When it pop up in YouTube, it's not there yet. It's coming though. Let's see if we can when they give me my live stream in YouTube. Let's see if the audio back. All right, so we got the audio back. I just did this live stream a second ago, but the audio wasn't right. They was glitching me. I was sounding like a little Mickey Mouse, a mouse or some shit like that. So we're gonna do it now. And I just want to holler at y'all and say what's really good, what's really hood. Hope y'all doing good out there. But this is a sad day because I've been listening to the news and all the stuff coming down about the guy. They killed that young brother in Memphis, man. He was a young dude. He was a father. He was a parent and all this stuff, man. They took him out. And I'm just really sad about that because it's like, damn, man, what's up with them cops, man? And the bogus thing about it is that they locked him up and then they let the white boys that get locked up later. They really showing the message. They're like, oh, yo, I mean, the people they really putting the message out there like, you're not going to live like us. You're not going to do what we do. So it's just really crazy to see how they came down on them guys, man. I hope y'all having a good day. Like and subscribe and definitely share this message, man, because I want to talk that shit today. The brother did not deserve that. He was a young man. He had a family. He had kids. He had a kid at least. And he was trying to survive in the world. But what they did to him was wicked. And I know y'all got a lot to say about it. I know y'all been hearing about it. And I just don't understand how you could be a black person and want to hate or hurt another black person like that. I just don't understand it. I get it though, because you got power. People put money in your hand, gun in your hand. That's a separator. And white people understand this. To give a black person that kind of money, to give a black person that kind of influence in a neighborhood that he might be from or familiar with, or a city that he kind of was around growing up in, that guy gonna have a big headed person. You got to be a level headed person when you come into those arenas because a lot of people don't have it like you. They don't have a good job. They ain't got a lot of money. They ain't got nobody to call on. What they call them places you can get loans from when you got a job. I can't think of what it's called. Credit union. So y'all take all that stuff that they gave you through whiteness and working jobs just to go kill a nigga. Oh man, it's so bad. They say the boy called us for his mother, and it's like, why? And it's like all kind of rumors coming out to myself. He dated one of the cops' ex-girlfriend or some shit. I don't even know if none of that's true because why would you hurt him? The girl don't want to be with your ex-girlfriend, and it's over. It's really sad, and it's like we got to stop being like that. In order to be human, in order to be people on this earth, we cannot be trying to take each other out, man. That's crazy. And it's like, then what? You not intelligent. You ain't got no law, and you don't know nothing about the law. Can't you can't testify for yourself or whatever what they call that shit when you go to court and you your own lawyer. You can't be the lawyer for yourself because even if you are, you ain't got the aptitude to know how to navigate through a courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna sit up here and take whatever they give you. You gonna listen to your lawyer tell you not to speak in advance, so we'll never know why you did this. So then it's just like you just did it, and it's like well, see, it just also show you. I always say if you got to look at it if the people didn't have the uniforms on. If we was in a wild, if we were animals, that's just a 5-on-1. It don't matter what kind of clothes they was wearing or what white people call you for 8 hours in a day. It's and whether they hung out before and did gang violence with each other before, or if that was the first day, is seriously crazy. And then leave you with the notion that that shit could happen to you or your family member. Like somebody you know can get beat down and killed by some cops for no reason. And it'll be okay in America because they'll say, well, let's look at his life. What did he do? Oh, he went to school late in life. Oh, okay. Oh, he had a kid later in life too. Well, what the hell was he doing when he was young? What was he doing when he was young? Oh, he had an anxiety attack. So he really wasn't out in the streets. He was dealing with going to get help for his anxiety. Okay, yeah. Well, we see this guy. He has a wicked past. He was anxious and he always had to see doctors. You never know what these cops was running into at that time. So they're going to take it and spin it to make it seem like you was crazy or wicked or angry or something like that throughout your life. That's the reason why this thing happened. And it's just sad. I'm mad that they killed him like that because we ain't supposed to be doing that to each other. It's like, damn, man, Memphis got enough damn problems. And I'm trying not to listen to it and watch it because it's another one of those George Floyd things where it's like they just bombard you with it. No matter how you look at it, the way you turn, it's just more, 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 more. You just wish it would have happened. He was a young black guy. He didn't have to die like that. They got 6 cops that's off now, but at least 5 is in court in jail. The 6th cop was a white man, in case you don't know. Yes, he was. He was a white guy. He tased him. So it's just nothing you can do about it, man. But we'll see them brothers going to sit there. Think about this. You had a good job. You living. You got money. You got a big ass TV at the crib. You got socks in the drawer. You got food. You got a bank account. Cell phone paid up. And now you sitting in jail. Now you in the pen. Now you in the county. Now you back there. They probably got you segregated. So that means you ain't even around other people. So that means you sitting in your cell for 23 hours. How in the fuck is they mental? From being in the streets every day, your whole life, kicking it, to now you sit in the damn cell, in a literal cell, in a room by yourself. And they just let you out for 1 hour, and this is the way to protect you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't decide, hey, I don't need this. I want to go around the people. Nah, you can't. This is how we protect you. You can't go around the people. You're an ex-cop. That's real. They hate ex-cops, so you can't be around them or you die. So it's just really something to think about, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see how that played out, and they one of them should have just went ahead and shot the boy and killed him because it would have been more understood. That's why y'all just do not like black motherfuckers and just murder them. But to do that was crazy, man. I feel sorry for that boy, man. And I just want to talk about that shit, man. I want y'all to chime in when you see this video. I want to know. I'm gonna hit y'all back in the comment section about this shit because I want to know what y'all think about this, man. 7 police officers suspended. Damn, it's so many, man. It's so many people was involved with it. I can't believe they had 7 cops that was suspended. God damn. These must be the cops that was, because, after they jumped in, they had cops that came and stood around. They just kind of just hung around and just was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that some of them people were going to jail too, getting fired too. You know, or suspended, rather. They actually could come back if they suspended. He was 29 years old. He's gone. And life is very short, man. You don't know how valuable life is and how short it is until it's on the edge right there. And they beat him to death. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe the cops. All cops ain't like that. All cops ain't like that. I mean, you guys, the wicked ones are, but I don't think all cops is like that. It's just that cop is. Those 5 dudes was. That's the thing. And everybody ain't everything. So it's like, it's people who are good, upstanding cops and nice people and good people. It's just that those guys wasn't. Film director about craft. And I had a dream a couple of days ago. It wasn't even a dream, it was a daydream. Probably was sitting right here, matter of fact. And I thought to myself, I said, damn, you know what? It'll be a good movie. People always give me movie ideas, but this one came to me on its own. I said, and I hope everybody's still on my movie idea, but if you do a good job at this idea. I said, it'll be a dope ass movie to see a black couple who kid get killed and then they get paraded in front of the TV for months. And because in the movie, the character changes. So the character changes. So in the beginning of the movie, they'd be real timid and cameras and we're all like, oh my God, what the fuck? Cameras on our ass. Damn, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, I can't go. I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with my kid, man. I can't go. So in the future, when you finally see the end of the movie, shit, they got TV shows. They talk show hosts. They embrace this shit to the next level. They doing it. And it's like, I thought of a film like that. I said, that'll be a good movie to see, especially if you put all of kinetic stuff in there to add to the flavor of that movie, because that's what happens after, unfortunately, your kid is murdered in the streets, especially at a large level like that. 5 cops, goddamn, it's like unbelievable. Now the parents are being paraded around as celebrities and new people that's in the media and all this shit, and they liking it because they didn't expect this before. And I think in some cases, like Trayvon Martin and his mother and father wasn't even together. Like she was with another man, he was with another woman. But now they got this murder situation of their child, which bring them back together. Not saying they got back together, but this murder thing made them get together around each other. And you see that because it says right here, Nichols' family will attend the State of the Union. For what? So Biden owns black people? Is that what the fuck is being said? Because what reason would they need to go to the State of the Union address? What to say? What? You can't say stop shooting people, kids. What your kid passed? They don't want to say that. They don't care about other people's kids. They're gonna care about their own kid who's no longer here. So that means they're gonna sit back and not even want to do nothing like that. But obviously, it's a what? Photo op. Joe Biden talking about that next Tuesday, and he's gonna be the light of the week because he got the Nichols family there. And it almost begs the question: did they kill his kids so that they could do this? Is this planned in advance? Like, what the hell do you mean y'all gonna be at the State of the Union? It's like almost like this random thing goes out to them. Okay, we need to kill somebody before this winter time is over. Who you gonna use? And they go out, and then they just figure it out by time. And then somebody died here. Okay, all right, get those families, shit them up here. It's like everything is so Hollywood. Everything is so polished. It's not like organic. It's not like, Joe Biden was having a feeling one day and said, we need to address this. It's not like that. It's like, hey, somebody family died. Okay, that'll be Tuesday. We need to get them a flight. We need to get them down here. Okay, where they going to sleep? What we're going to eat? Oh, John's handling all that? Okay, cool. I like his firm. He'll handle all that. It's not. I ain't saying there's even nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's wrong because I don't even know if it's something wrong with that. I'm just saying, to me, it's wrong. But I guess to get the information out there about the kid dying and to not let his life just be something that just disappears or something that don't have any value, because if it's not a TV show about him, there's no meaning about his life. I don't know if that's what the definition should be. You hear the water running because I'm trying to thaw some chicken out. So I got to go check to make sure I'm not overflowing water. And it's only gonna take a second. I actually got to do some shake and bake, so I'm shaking and baking it. So, but y'all, we are doing our thing right now. Oh yeah, it's dark now. All right, my people, I'm back. Yeah, so I just had to close my lights, close my windows, and all that stuff. But I wanted to make sure we chatted about that because that was some sad shit that happened to my people, man. They killed that brother and his family. And so he got a kid that's like 5 years old. And the shorty is a little youngster. He tried to live with no dad. I can't imagine what that's like because I had my father my entire life. Literally from the time I came on earth, God blessed, even to this day. My father's there. Sometimes I could call him and get advice, or he taught me things that I'd never be able to learn from somebody else. And it's just crazy. Yeah, what's up, Steve Stone? That's the homie. What's up, man? I ain't even be looking at the comments, man. What's good with you, boy? Hey, shout out to Steve Stoner, because that's how I got my music done right there, boy. Self-made ology, the music, man. So if y'all in the world and y'all want to rock with a musician, y'all get up with bro, because he cold with it. I mean, I ain't bullshit. He cold with it. He gonna help y'all out on your music. So if y'all listen to this, his name right there on the video, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Holla at bro. He worldwide. He go anywhere around the world. If you get your money right, he got you. He cold with it. As a matter of fact, you think I'm bullshit, listen to my album, Self-Made Ology. I'm gonna try to put it in the comment section. But yeah, it's just crazy because he had a kid that was 5 years old. And then it's like, I think back to having my father my whole life and everything he taught me, teaching me how to hustle, teaching me how to, just be in these streets and do these things. And it's like, yep, salute, support my black people. And sure, yeah, and it's just sad. It's like, then you think that this kid gonna be growing up and he ain't gonna have his father. And dude just gonna, all 5 of them cops just gonna sit in prison and just be normal. Oh man, I'm in here. And then it's like, damn, you killed this killed this kid dad. He ain't gonna have no father to go to and get knowledge from. And knowledge is what he gonna need. You know what I'm saying? But then that's like another movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could see the movie that could play out behind that. So for instance, and if you hear this and you a film dude and you make this a movie, love. It's just an idea. You just put all the elements in it. So for instance, a kid get killed. Just it's these niggas. These niggas' story. But the movie is about when the kid get 18, they hit him with that money. You get that money when you're 18 because they kill your parent, the city. You're a child at first, but when you get 18, they hit you with that dough. So you're like, oh, 250,000. What the fuck? I'm 21. I'm 18. I get 250,000. So you're gonna be blowing money fast. You BMF going crazy, and so he ended up getting locked up. You get because you young. You gonna get popped off for something. Bam, they locked me up. Damn, I got all this money in the bank. Somebody tell him like, nigga, just because your father dead, you don't need to be no fucking idiot out here. And he just think about it like, man, nobody gave me no guidance, man. Nobody told me shit, nigga. Now I got 250K. The fuck I'm supposed to do? And then he ended up getting a letter from one of them niggas in prison. And he apologetic to the motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry I killed your father, man. And you're a grown man. I've been sitting in prison all this time. And I be thinking about you and shit. And then Shorty go visit that nigga. And he be thinking like, I'm finna come visit you because he need guidance. He just want to know, why the fuck did you kill my father? The fuck is wrong with you? And he go visit the nigga. They behind the glass and shit. And dude explain that shit like, man, I killed him, man. It was a mob action, man. I was in a crew of niggas. We got dumb, and that's what happened. I'm sorry, bro. I fucked my life up. I'm sitting in this bitch, and I can't get out. I apologize. And then he said, but look, nigga, I heard your story. I'm reading up on you. You getting your ass locked up. You need to learn. He started giving that advice that he started really needing as a young man, because you need that shit. You need that advice as a young guy. I had it from my father. I literally had it. So anyway, he started giving him the game. And then he ended up going to all 5 of them cops and started having them as his mentors. Even though they was idiots, they actually was good people in their personal lives. They just did a mob action situation where it's like one nigga jump and then another nigga jump, then another nigga jump. It's like you get on impulse instead of being premeditated. Like, man, fuck that, let's ride over here and kill this nigga. You ain't thinking like that. You just like, you start swinging, then you start swinging. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they say you punched the nigga and he bumped his head. Now you going to jail. You're like, what? What the fuck you mean? I just swung because he swung. Well, that's your ass now. So, but that happens in life, man. You get caught up in some shit because you fucking with other people and you just don't understand their mindset. Like, you could fuck with a motherfucker that should be your homie and all that, but you can't understand. You don't know their mindset. So if that motherfucker do some shit, you go to the club, he smack the shit out of a bitch. You like, damn, what the fuck you smack that bitch for? But nigga, it's 19 niggas finna try to kill us after this. What the fuck would you do that for? No, that bitch said I'm ugly as hell. Nigga, what you finna get us murdered because the bitch said you ugly? Oh my God, how the fuck we gonna get out this party? You don't know the nigga mindset. Can't no bitch call him ugly, but you didn't ask that nigga when y'all got in the car. You ain't thinking, what the fuck was you thinking about no shit like that? But this how he get down. So now how the fuck y'all finna get out this party? This might be a memory y'all have from the future. Like, nigga, I don't know how the fuck we survived it. Them niggas beat the shit out of us because this what can happen because you can't know another motherfucker mindset. And that first story that I told y'all about, the motherfucker getting that money after they kill his father and then fucking up his life, that really happened. Like, that happened to some shorties. Like, when I was young as fuck, they had arrested some 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds in Chicago. They arrested a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. They was little ass children. and they charged their ass with murder. I ain't bullshit. Look this shit up. This shit on the internet. Hey, this is not a joke. I'm not exaggerating. They arrested a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old kid. This shit is right on the fucking internet. I'll Google it right now and show you. They locked them up, put them in jail, said they murdered a white bitch, or they murdered, I forgot who they murdered. They murdered somebody, right? The nigga who did it popped out and was like, let them little kids go. They arrested these kids. You can see the little what they drawing shit they have when they're in court. That's on the internet too. These little shorties they had got arrested. I'm young as fuck at this time, but this was all over the news. So I'm reading the newspaper. I'm old. I'm like in my 20s and shit. I'm older now. I'm reading the newspaper. I could be about 30, but I'm reading the newspaper. And they start talking about these shorties, but dude 18, the shorty at the time, he 18 now in this article. And I'm reading, I'm like, what happened to dude? Damn, this dude. He shot his auntie boyfriend, murdered him. He got all the money in the bank. The money is in the bank. They locked him up. So he went to the lawyers. They sued them because the real dude popped out and they locked him up. But they sued them. So when he got 18, 21, whatever, they hit him with his dough. Like, okay, good. Now you 21, this yours. So he good. He rich. He owned. So he back around the family. They sitting on the porch chilling. This is a real article. This shit is for real. It's right on the internet. So they chilling. And his auntie talking to her boyfriend. They on the porch talking. He got the little pistol on him. He young. He like 20 or 19 at the time. So the boyfriend slapped the dog shit out the auntie. Bow! He in front of dude, right in front of him. He hit the back. Nigga pull out a thing. Bow! Killed the motherfucking boyfriend. No bullshit. This shit is on the fucking internet. Them little ass kids who got arrested in Chicago. It was 2 little bitty ass children. They could be 7 and 8. They could be 5 and 6. But they were little bitty children. They got arrested here in Chicago and charged with murder. And then they let them out. They were so young, this shit became fucking international news. They was like, can you arrest little ass kids this young? But then they let them little kids out. They was like, you can't do this. They let them out of jail. When the kid got older, they sued them, so he got his money. And the little dude did this. One of them shorties, he killed the motherfucker who smacked the shit out of his auntie. I read the article. I was like, God damn, this old boy. This that little kid. I remember that shit. I was like, this that kid right here. That'll happen because he got older. He ain't had no guidance. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to tell him, look, nigga, this how you move. This how you got to do it. He didn't have that. So he just was out here living his life. Some shit popped. He used his emotion. He ran off emotion, and then he gone. He could be out of jail by now. This is a long ass time ago when I read this article. But that is some shit. And this these little kids that got arrested in Chicago. I should Google that shit my damn self. But it really did happen. So it ain't like fucking I'm lying. 2 kids arrested for murder in Chicago. I was like, damn. They was little bitty ass shorties too. But I know they went to jail for whatever. I don't even know how long they had them in there. But that shit, this mad years ago. This shit saying, no, this 2002. This is in the 90s or some shit like that. Or yeah, it wasn't in the 2000s. This is the 90s back then. That's when all this shit was happening. But I don't know them little kids' name or nothing like that. I had to Google that shit to find it. But it did happen to these little shorties. They would say, I wish I remember their damn name, but I don't. It was two little black kids. Yeah, but anyway, that could happen and shit, man. So, but that little dude, man, they were 7 and 8, and it happened in 1998. So I see it right. I was 25 in 1998. Yup, 2 Chicago boys. So I was 25. I thought I was in my teens, but I was 25. They was charged with murder. Okay, they murdered. So anyway, again, like the little dude, man, they killed dude. 5 dudes jumped on one, murdered him, and it's just really sad. It's really sad, and it come to a point where us as black people, we got to see each other humanity. We got to see each other as humans, because to just murk each other like that, it don't get you nowhere. What the fuck do you gain? What do you gain? Them niggas was regular people sitting out here taking drives down the street, eating food, watching TV, thinking about the Super Bowl, Christmas time. They never imagine that shit. They never imagined going to sit in a fucking jail cell for 23 hours and 1 out because they can't let you be around the regular people, the regular criminals. So that means you got to sit in the cell all day, and you was just riding down the street. You was fucking calling a girl. You was thinking you was gonna be going out of town in the summer. Like you think, well, jail? What the fuck you talking about? You actual cop. What the hell would you be going to jail for? But emotions, they rolled off emotions, and they did mob action. They used to call that mob action. It's like mob mentality. So if one person run, you don't ask what the fuck they running. You just run too. You're like, damn, what the hell? Whatever they running from, me get the fuck out of Dodge, and then I'll look back and see what the hell was happening. But if they running, I'm running. I'm not. If motherfuckers start ducking, you gonna start ducking too. If motherfuckers look up, you gonna look up your damn self and be like, what the fuck is they looking at? Because you just want to make sure you straight. You ain't trying to be what the hell. So when that nigga got punched and kicked, the next nigga standing next, the cop was like, fuck it, punch this nigga and kick him. The next nigga was like, yeah, stump this motherfucker. So it was just a crowd. But that's still illegal, but that's what they're gonna do. And if I was a lawyer, that's the only way you're gonna be able to talk about this. You can't say, you gotta say only mob action. These niggas have had a mental breakdown where he just thought, hey, okay, let me just do. And that's fuck them over because they're gonna probably earth their at least a 30, 40 piece. Because you got Black Truth on this shit. And he broke that shit down a couple days ago about how the racism fucking he stabbed some little baby in the stomach, whatever. They used to talk shit about the person who did, but now they dissing the cops. They on their head about that shit, man. So it's just something you got to think about, man. So man, I'm gonna dive up off here because I'm finna go make this shake and bake. It's already an hour that shit got to cook. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thank y'all for watching, listening, subscribing, and all that shit. And I'm gonna do another one of these things so we can stay connected. Appreciate y'all and holla.